Hi friends, I'm Scott, the grandfather. Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, Grandfather Loves You. This is our very first video, hopefully the first of many. And chances are it will be the worst one that I ever make, but you have to start somewhere, so it's all downhill from here, hopefully. As we film this, we're celebrating Valentine's Day or Valentine's Week. And I want to show you some pictures of my favorite little Valentine. This is my granddaughter, Elena. She just turned 7 months old. And yes, she has her grandfather wrapped around her finger. I was 60 years old when my granddaughter came along. And to be completely honest, it was not something I aspired to be, a grandfather. I thought that being a grandfather was for old men, and I didn't feel all that old. I thought that I had a lot of life still to live. So I really didn't look forward to having that new grandbaby. But that all changed. It changed the second I held that little girl in my arms. As I embraced her, I embraced my new title, the grandfather. I embraced it so much, I proudly wear this t-shirt. Now, I didn't have this YouTube channel a couple months ago when we rang in the new year of 2026. But I did get a little bit of video with me and my granddaughter. You know, it's funny. Not as funny as this looks, really. But it's funny that the simplest things to a little baby can make them giggle so much. Now, you can't be laughing, okay? Are you ready to celebrate Happy New Year? Here we go. You ready? Don't you laugh. Don't you laugh. You want to try? You are such a happy baby. Ready? Here we go. I hadn't even blown it. You catch it. So that was as we rang in the new year, but now a couple months later, we're celebrating Valentines. And my granddaughter, of course, is too young to know what all of that is about. But in a few years, she'll be filling out her Valentines and sending them to her favorite people. Hopefully her old grandfather will be on the list. And that is one of my favorite times when you look back at your childhood and your grandchildren. It's such an innocent time when they're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old and they send out the Valentines to their classmates. The boys send to boys and the girls send to girls and the girls send to boys, and it's all fine and great. It's innocent and it's a special time. And then a few years later, things get stressful and more complicated, and kind of takes the fun out of things. So enjoy that special time whenever they're still innocent and they're filling out their Valentines as you help your grandchildren and your children do that. And I have a special Valentine I want to tell you about right now. This is a picture of it. I sent this Valentine about 50 years ago, I guess maybe 55 years ago. Sent it to my bus driver. Tom Gent was his name. And it says, "You're the greatest school bus driver. To the Valentine who drives our bus, who's always super nice to us. Happy Valentine's Day," and I signed my name there. Tom Gent, I was probably 6 or 7 years old when I sent that to him. And now I'm 61. In 1986, Tom passed away. He was only 51 years old. Hard to believe, 51. He was 10 years younger than I am right now. Probably the stress of driving all of us country kids on the school bus and us being loud every day and yelling uh, helped contribute to that. But he passed away at the very young age of 51. And a couple of years later, his daughter was going through his things and she found this with my name signed inside and she sent it to me. He kept it after I gave it to him the rest of his life, and I have now kept it for the last 40 years. Special Valentine. And here are just a few more pictures of my little granddaughter. She gets all of her beauty from her old grandfather. Not really, but I can wish. You can tell that I've got my hands full. So until the next time we visit, I'm going to leave you with the phrase that I give my granddaughter numerous times a day as I take care of her, and always as I say goodbye to her and pass her off to her mom and dad. I always end by saying, never forget, grandfather loves you.